what's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Dakota. Today is Tuesday. It is the 11th of June, 2024. We are live trading right now, folks. We're absolutely live trading. You can see, price action happening as we speak, which is, we've done this a couple of times before. What we're looking at right now is we are looking at this POC. So you got this POC right in here, folks. And let's see if we can push this thing back to the upside and get through that 534.74, 534.74. We do have right here at 12. We're above a pivot point right in here, folks. So above a pivot point at did it move on us? Nope, it's still at 12. It's still at that same location, folks. So that's what we got going on right now. But let's talk about a little bit about what happened early this morning, folks. So early this morning, we had a move back to the downside. Now, I was not in this move only because I was waiting for a fresh cross, but we had several different spots to get into this play. Actually, the best place to get into this play was a breach and hold below this pre-market low right here at 533.55. So 533.55 back to the downside, and it ran. It was quite a few people in the group were in this play back to the downside. I wasn't, only because I was kind of waiting for that fresh cross, and we got that in pre-market. So again, if I missed the move because it happened early, if I miss a move period, I'm going to stay out of that move. Only because it's a discipline thing for me. If I do it one time, if I break those rules one time, it becomes easier to break my rules in the future. But anyway, missed that back to the downside, caught this to the back to the upside, a really, really beautiful play back to the upside. Questions from a couple of different members. One of the questions was, and it was from Mike. Mike asked, why didn't you take a fishtail play? And I went over to my chart earlier, right in here. And I said, why do you think that I didn't get in on the fishtail? And he said, well, you're too close to resistance. And I said, well, yeah, that's absolutely correct. Number one, I was too far away from support. So again, you had that support way down here at 89, which we didn't get to early in the day, and too close to resistance. So again, waited for that cross to the upside. So I had a cross in here at 12:02 and put on the trade right in here on the close of this 12:04. Really no heartburn to speak of. It was a slow plodding move to the upside right in here. Now, once we got above the VWAP, the play became easier. And we have a POC sitting, I don't remember specifically where it was. Maybe it was somewhere right around in here. At the time, 533.25 or so. But once we got above that, it was just a simple ride this 9 all the way to the top. Now, this P level right here, again, this is a John Carter pivot point. This is the strongest pivot point on the chart throughout the day. So that is the reason for taking the trade and taking it off the table when we hit that level. You can look at any day and see just how important that P is. So again, that's the main pivot point, how important that is going to be throughout every single trading day. Now, we didn't really have a catalyst to speak of until about 1:01 this afternoon as a 10-year bond auction. And you can see that right over here on this candle. We had some folks that were trapped kind of in puts at this time, and it kind of took away what little profits or made their losses much bigger. And the question was, where do I cut if I'm in puts? Ultimately, you want to cut if, a breach of 74, so 534.74. So again, had this move to the downside, move to the upside, kind of bounced around a couple of different times, got POC right in here. So move to the downside, second cross to the downside right in here. Eventually got all the way to VWAP. It took a long time to get there, probably got chewed up and spit out because of that theta, which is, again, the time decay of money. Right now, we're kind of working on a fresh cross to the upside. So you got a fresh cross to the upside. That's kind of what we're looking at, folks. Let's see here. Now, if we look at the chart from a 30-minute standpoint, let's take a look at that again. Actually, let's look at it from an hour standpoint. So remember this morning, folks, when we were talking about this level to breach to the downside, so this 533.53 back to the downside, we were talking about how the volume was so super thin down there. And it was. Once we breached that 55 to the downside, it just started taking off, and it just ran and it ran. And again, really, really nice play to the downside. But again, for me, I was waiting for a fresh cross. But again, for those that caught it, it was a beautiful play. Now, if we're looking at it from a 1 hour standpoint, again, you can see just this heavy volume that we are in up through about 79. So that kind of tops us out. I think we topped out at about 81 today, somewhere right around 81. So about 534.81. So between 534.81 and 533.55 down here, it's extremely heavy. Now you can see it on the 1 minute. We'll go back to that 1 minute. You can see it very, very, very heavy in this area. But again, on the higher time frames, that 1 hour, you can even look at the 30-minute and see how heavy it is in these areas, folks. And the question is, what's the incentive with FOMC and CPI day tomorrow? I don't know if there's actually any incentive to move it higher. Again, we're going to watch this 74, working on that fresh cross to the upside right now. We're kind of between two zones, folks, kind of between these two zones. Again, you got this major level, 434.05. And again, you've got that pivot point at 012, not 012, but 534.12. And again, watch P. If we get a breach and hold above this 74, folks, I think we can go check out this pre-market high. I've been saying this every time. So this is the first, second, third, almost a fourth or fifth, at least a fourth, maybe fifth time that we've tried to make it through this level. Again, if we get a close above this level, that we haven't had a close above that level all day, folks. A close above that level could take us to that pre-market high and then push it up even higher if, in fact, we do get through that level. It's looking like it's a fairly clean move at this point. You know, everything's just kind of riding this 9. Multiple entries on this play. You know, you've got POC breach to the upside, a couple of different fishtail plays, a close above the 9 and the 20. But again, watch this 74 for resistance. Again, if we get a close above that, it's not beyond the realm of possibilities to push up to 92. But at the same time, it could be just kind of one of those kind of the break and the retest. Could be a fake out. Never know what's going to happen again. A close above 74. See, we can take it up to that 92. 81 gives us a high of day for 534.81. So again, still having a hard time getting through that level. So that's essentially how she's played out so far. I'm going to give this another couple of minutes on this recording to see what happens. Now, remember, folks, tomorrow is FOMC and CPI day all rolled up into one. Again, see if we can get that push through. See, again, we're getting rejected again at that P. And let me show you P again, all these different pivot points, this level being the strongest pivot point. Now, you can use that level every single day, John Carter pivot points, and you can use that every single day as kind of a target. It works surprisingly well just about every day, folks, just about every day. But again, watch this level very, very closely in here to see exactly how she's going to play out. Now, if it holds serve, in other words, if it does what it did every single time, you can take a short off this level and ride it down at least to at 434.05 down here, maybe even a little bit lower. Is it going to punch through and get a close above there? Maybe eventually. Who knows? Who knows? Got about 2 hours and 21 minutes left to go in the trading day, folks. 2 hours and 21 minutes left in the trading day. 5 minute looks like that. It's kind of a jumbled up mess, just a little bit on these higher time frames. But again, trust your levels up here, folks. It's actually kind of promising to the upside that I'm seeing right now, folks. It's not rejecting nearly as hard as the rejections we saw earlier in the day. So again, rejection here, and a couple times over here just about 40 minutes ago or so. Again, looking for a close and hold above this level and then take it to this pre-market high. Don't know if it's going to happen. Have no earthly idea. But that's how, and again, folks, don't forget about FOMC day and CPI all rolled into one. That's how we traded it today, folks. That's how we traded early. This trade back to the downside, trade back to the upside. But for right now, this is, it looks like it's just a theta destroying the last couple of hours. So 11:01 through 13. So the last 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours or so, ever since we hit P for that first time today. it looks like, and there it is again, rejection off that 74. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 times, maybe even 5, depending on how you're looking at it. But that's how we played today, folks. Again, we got about 2 hours and 20 minutes left in the trading day. Maybe we get a move to the downside, maybe we don't. Have no earthly idea. But again, folks, that's how we did it today. If you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content, which is just about every day and sometimes twice a day. You know, we do that early morning that analysis to kind of see what, kind of talk about what we're looking for during the trading day. So folks, please do not miss that early morning analysis. Generally, that is up before 9 o'clock every morning, so check that out. Not every morning, but again, most mornings. So again, we're going to check this level right here and see if we can punch through to the upside. Now, if you're interested in live daily trading every single day, folks, we talk about these trades every single day. Head on over to a live trading Discord. It's called Trading Decoded. It's the live daily trading every day, folks. Trading Decoded. We're going to give you that first week for free. If it is something that you enjoy, please go ahead and give us a shot. Again, we're going to give you that first week for free. If it's for you, great. If it's not, we understand that too. Now, if you are interested in the 920 crossover strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. Again, the entire strategy is there, folks. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on some super secret strategy that is neither super nor secret or anything like that, folks. Everything you need to know is available if you, at no additional cost to you other than your time, if you are just willing to spend a little bit of your time on it, folks. And again, it's there. It's linear. Everything about the strategy is there. Again, we're going to watch this 74, see if we can get a punch to the upside. But again, that's how we did today, folks. And again, there's a little bit of time left in the trading day. But we want to thank you for spending a little bit of your trading day here with us. We appreciate you very, very much. And again, thank you for watching our videos and for your comments, for your likes, for your shares, and all of that kind of good stuff. Again, don't forget about CPI and FOMC day all rolled into one tomorrow, folks. So again, thanks for spending a little bit of your precious time with us. We hope everybody has a great rest of the day, and you guys know it. We will see you in the markets.